And I'll figure out what the uploading problem is. But we are not live, but we are recording! Welcome everybody to Souls of Stormspire. This is the first session. And before we begin, I just wanted to mention a couple of things regarding the world around you. You, as a resident of Stormspire, are afforded certain perks, regardless of your current time residing there. What you have chosen is the following. So, the stables. 4 mounts can be housed in the stables at a time, and any mounts that receive a long rest within the stables have a movement speed increased by 10 feet for 24 hours afterwards. I'm simplifying it to, if you're traveling at what would be a normal pace, it would be considered fast-paced in terms of traveling. But with all the benefits of, like, a normal pace. The war room that was chosen. So any journeys that you plan in the war room will reduce travel time by 25%, rounded down. And then also, when Stormspire is ever under attack, if it is, all defending creatures can add a 1d4 to their attack rolls. The armory that was chosen. When Stormspire is under attack, the staff members that you will meet that are without a combat role can visit the armory and afterwards be counted as a guard. Staff equipped this way can only be used defensively to protect Stormspire. The tavern that was chosen. This tavern is going to end up dispensing 1d4 minus 1 quests and rumors every 7 days. And also, you all have advantage on persuasion checks involving the regulars of the tavern. I'm counting that as basically everyone that lives in Stormspire. Also, all the drinks are free in the tavern for you guys, and there are private rooms in the tavern for an additional 20 guests. The final room is the Siege Workshop, and a team of at least 10 properly skilled hirelings can build siege equipment here. You do not have 10 properly skilled hirelings, but you could get them. Only 5 siege weapons can be housed in Stormspire at a time, and I have a reference for crafting if we ever get to that. Any questions on the rooms? I'll take some.
Can you go back over them real quick? Just Cliff's notes.
If you let horse sleep in stable, you go faster. If you plan out your journey in War Room, you go faster. Armory, make people that not fight. Tavern, free beer. You're good at talking to people, and there's a lot of stuff to do. Siege Workshop, you can't do shit in there right now.
Alright, thank you.
Alright. So also, as you guys may have noticed on your character sheets, you are each granted a perk called I Know a Guy. This is a once per character perk, so decide on its use very wisely. When met with a problem you can't seem to figure out, or when arriving at a town alone and unaware of your surroundings, you may use I Know a Guy to manifest an NPC of your choosing. Almost everything you manifest will apply to this character, but I will roll to see how willing they are to help you. So narratively, this would mean you left this NPC on good or bad terms last you seen them. So they'll either be happy or mad when they meet you again. An example of this is, say you need to get an audience with the king of some land, but the guards won't let you in without the proper paperwork. Maybe you know a guard or employee of the castle who can sneak you in. Maybe you know a forger who can write up some documents for you. Or maybe you know a noble who's already planning on seeing the king and could offer to escort you as his guests. The possibilities are endless, and no, you cannot just know the king in that specific scenario. That takes the fun out of it. Finally, within the halls and rooms of Stormspire are souls, in which you may or may not interact. all have their own story, all have their own ideas and quests and conflicts. Should you assist or foil their timeline, it will ripple and affect your own. So maybe the allies you make along the way could assist you at a critical time. Any questions before I open up our story?
No.
I don't think so.
Just do it.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
Are these things you were talking about on notes that are actively available?
No, but I can put it onto the note thing that you guys have available. Those specific things, not my own notes.
I'd love that.
Give me 1 second while this screen loads, because for some reason my preload didn't work. Experiencing some technical difficulties. Hello? Are any of you guys able to get into this new map?
It's
I
loading.
got gray.
You got gray? Okay, I have gray
It
too.
says 99%. Yeah. Now I see it.
There we go. Alright. Just turn down the
He's
volume
massive.
just a little bit. He is a large creature.
Snook.
Alright. I have a little narrative thing I'm going to say, just to introduce
having
all the
issues
characters and
seeing.
NPCs.
Sorry.
You have an issue seeing it?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm just refreshing and seeing.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing too right now.
I was on the right one, I think, and then I clicked around, seeing what the hell else was up, and it was like, hey,
We're
I'm
not all in
loading.
the same place, right?
There we go.
You are not all in the same place. You guys will congregate at some point. So your vision right now might be limited to only yourself or a couple NPCs, but we will get a chance to move momentarily. I'm just kind of going to go over a cute little introduction. Hopefully you guys like it. We open on Stormspire, nestled in a relatively large clearing between the misty forest and the high moor. The sun begins to set on Faerun, and the pink and purple sky tint the stonework of the tower. Awakening from slumber, we see a Drider named Azroth, the groundskeeper of Stormspire. He saunters over to the stables, crossing the path of the night guards Tariel and Avery. Tariel, the elven woman, scrunches up her face in disgust as he walks by. I can't believe Master Vivaldi would hire such a creature. What if he decides he wants to snack and bites our head off in the middle of the night? The half-elf woman laughs in response, with a warning that he has tenure over all of us. As they discuss the horribly disfigured Drider and the other misfits they've seen, they are caught by the by the captain of the Stormspire militia, Amity. The half-orc woman bellows at her underlings and commands them to take a lap. The girls run off in a huff, Tariel rolling her eyes as they go. Across the way at the stables, we see Sarah running up to Azroth. Hey, buddy! How you doing? He smiles warmly and gestures to the woman behind Sarah. The satyr turns quickly to see Zasha, who is carrying a way too large pile of hay over to her horse, Snoocar Okanub. Am I saying that right?
It's Snooker Okanub.
Snooker Okanub.
Snook. Snook.
Snook. Madalena, if you'd like, you can introduce your character.
Yeah, I guess in character or just introduce Me?
You could just introduce, like, maybe, like, how your character looks or how they've, acted while staying at the tower, whatever you like.
Okay. Yeah, so Zasha really enjoys hanging out with animals. She really just vibes with animals really well. They're her favorite thing. She loves being in the stables and making friends with animals and people. She has a very positive outlook on life, She is an orphan as far as she is aware, and just kind of vibes here, helps out where she can, and she loves her horse Snoocar very, very much. And also I'm an Eladrin Druid, where my appearance changes based on how I'm feeling. Or by the seasons. It really depends.
Wonderful. Thank you
Yeah.
for introducing Zasha. Sarah runs up to you, yelling, Hey, that's way too much for him. You're gonna make him fat. She rushes away from Azroth to speak with you. From there, we move to the front door of Stormspire. Within, a human housekeeper puts away her supplies so that she may end her shift. A man by the name of Roland enters and speaks to her with a toothy grin revealing fangs. He pats her head lovingly and leaves to begin his shift. Further up the stairs, inside the tower's kitchen, Arlo, a tabaxi, keeps Poppy the halfling company while she prepares food for the following morning. They exchange some laughs until Poppy starts to wobble, her wooden legs separating and throwing her off balance. Arlo catches her, sits her in his chair, and takes over prep. A few floors up, in one of the bathrooms, a Medusa looks around with purpose. In the corner of the room, a mouse sits, cleaning its face. The woman, Zana, removes a green blindfold with runic symbols and glares at the rodent, turning it to stone. Satisfied, Zana places the blindfold on again and continues cleaning the room. We move further up the tower, stopping at the war room. Inside, the human Lucian scours over a number of flyers that had been airdropped across the Sword Coast Confederacy 3 days prior. The title, Rise Up to the Call, Join the Legion. On the flyer were promises of safety and prosperity, but nowhere on the flyer were instructions on how to actually reach said region. Trevor, if you'd like, you can introduce your character.
So Lucian is a human, as it was touched on. He is, for a human, absolutely massive in size. And you don't really know much about him because if you don't see him in the war room, you don't see him. He's kept to himself pretty much since he's walked in. You'll also, if you do notice that in his time in the war room, his right arm is completely robotic. He doesn't talk about it. He will never talk about it to people that come up to ask him and randomly. But it's there.
All right. So you are there in the war room, and a Tiefling woman, Lythra? Lythra. Thank you. I'm terrible with names, if you can't tell.
That's okay.
Leans by the entrance of the room, eyeing the newest recruit of the militia. She asks Lucian if he is coming up to the Crow and Cask, the tower's own tavern. Lucian looks over his shoulder briefly before shrugging with a maybe later. Charlie, if you'd like, you can introduce your character.
Yeah. Before getting into that, she's just gonna say, "Oh, the poster's that important, huh?" This is Lythra. She is a Levistus tiefling, so she's got ashen gray skin, very piercing, bright gold eyes, and mid-length black hair. She is a Oath of Vengeance Paladin. There's turns out some darkness there that we won't get into now, but In terms of how she's known to the people, she's one of the 2 bartenders at the Crow and Cask Tavern and is a member of the Guard. Very, very cool, likable, calm, but definitely will have an attitude if you try to talk shit.
Perfect. Thank you. Lythra, fuck.
Sorry.
Lythra nods and proceeds up the stairs towards the tavern. So I'm just gonna move your character real quick. Nick, you are muted. She pauses briefly to wave at another tiefling in the next room, who is busy blowing glass in a hot crucible. The other tiefling, Frey, waves back happily, calling out that he would be upstairs soon before returning to his work. Nick, if you'd like, you can introduce your character.
So I actually changed his name like yesterday.
Fuck you.
Oh,
Kill
sorry
him.
to make your life hard.
Did you change it in the fucking... You changed it in the Delete. You don't have viewing privileges of this, but oh no.
Fucking traumatized. Watched your friend just get vaporized.
You just changed the token.
I'm changing the token right now.
Anyways,
drama.
well, I will continue. Amraphel
Amraphel. Oh,
is a purple tiefling with rather large horns cresting off of his head. He's a little taller than average and lithe but strong. He's known as a craftsman and enchanter in the tower and is one of the master's apprentices. He has been in the tower for a very long time and is very clean, stoic, and private.
Alright. Thank you. Charlie, you're going to be moved one last time. I just noticed your character still says Charlie on it. I'm so sorry about that.
Oh, that just changed. Yeah, I thought it had. I think I can. Oh, there you go.
There you go. Lythra now enters the tavern with a loud greeting, hopping over the bar towards Celeste. The human tavern keep. I'm pausing it. Terrible times, I apologize. Celeste leans towards the 2 patrons seated at the bar, Nyx and Flynn, sliding a stein over to the latter. My latest creation, the Slippery Rogue! Be careful, it's spicy. Celeste leans closer towards Finn to see his reaction to the concoction. Finn turns pink in the face before downing the drink in one go. Royal House! A Goliath guard, Fort Breaker, throws down his cards gleefully at a nearby table, earning groans from 2 guards playing with him. It's a royal flush. You idiot. Belba, a halfling, inspects his winning cards. And that's not even a winning hand. I don't want to go over this again. Godvia sighs. The human tilts back another stein before slamming it back onto the table. Moving up and away from the rowdy tavern, we move to a dimly lit room. 2 guards, both human, stand in the armory guarding a floating item in the middle of the room. In the corner of the room, a Yuan-Ti by the name of Nyssara. Nyssara? Is it Nyssara?
Yes.
Thank
Sorry.
you. No, it's okay. I just want to make sure I get it right. And her companion, Lysandra?
Lysandra.
Lysandra! Y'all are killing me.
Losing the coin flip every time.
Wave them over.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you were right with mine, but
Yeah, at least I got yours. Nyssara
sorry, we're
and
snakes.
Lysandra wave them over for a short game of mahjong before the former goes to bed. Kieran, if you'd like, you can introduce your Yuan-Ti. Also, your character's name is not right because you guys just changed your names recently. There we go.
Sorry, I
No, it's okay.
put a cracker in my mouth at the wrong time.
Oh,
Um,
I apologize.
my fault. Anyway, Nyssara is an average height female with scale pattern over her skin. It's a faint scale pattern, like it's almost like she's supposed to blend in with humans. But her eyes are golden and everything is black and green, so she's not exactly subtle. And snake themed. So she's a very quiet, keeps to herself, worries mostly about the Archmage's needs and takes care of issues for him. So
Alright.
yeah.
Thank you. The guards, named Tristan and Bryce, try to explain that they are on duty, but it falls on deaf ears. As the two give up and sit down, we move to the final room with the soul, which you guys may or may not have vision on, but it is okay. I lost my place. Okay. Inside, Anansi Vivaldi strokes the head of a dove. Inside a cage nearby is a rabbit who chirps at the man. Shushing the creature, he approaches the balcony. Soul exchange test number 37. Flight. A rabbit's soul has been swapped with that of a bird. Theory: the body still knows what the soul has forgotten. He holds his hands up and drops the bird. The bird, kicking its legs, plummets to the ground with an audible thud. Anansi sighs and waves a hand in defeat. The body of the bird begins to lift up from the ground below, life returning and time reversed. Back in the hands of the Archmage, the bird squeaks in surprise. Yes, yes, you'll be put back in no time. Note to self. Soul exchange test number 37 is a failure. Test number 38 will involve transfiguring wings onto the rabbit. Ah! As he reaches inside a nearby drawer for material, his hand comes up empty. Abe. Yes, Master Vivaldi. A robotic creature made of an old suit of armor walks towards the Archmage. I seem to be out of Vivianite. A shame, Master Vivaldi. Shall I make an inquiry? No. No. It is time. Please call for them. They are ready. Back to our soon-to-be heroes. A ping goes off in each of their pockets, as a message rings out from their telestone. Master Vivaldi has requested your presence. Please make your way to the laboratory at once. And I am going to open it up to... Wait. All of y'all. You guys can explore around, interact, or head straight up to the top of the tower.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Celeste, pour me something. Make one of your new things. I don't care. I have to get something in me before I go to this goddamn meeting.
I got just the thing for you. Don't worry. Is it one bit? Hold on, let me just... And she starts throwing together a bunch of things. You see her grab some moonshine that has been has been sitting under the table for a while, and she mixes it in with some lemon juice, and hopefully that's not milk there. And she throws the drink over to you.
I raise my lips and then I wink at Finn. I'm like, oh, this is better than yours, bud. And I drain it.
It is delicious.
I kissed her on the cheek.
Oh, sugar biscuits. You know, if I don't feed him, he's going to starve. Well, they'll all starve, honestly. And I take the hay, kind of toss it to Snook, and I start making my way over to wherever. Where is he? I guess I don't know what direction I'm going in.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just
You are farthest away, so I apologize
Cool.
for that.
no, it's all good.
If you make your way to the left of your screen, you will see the tower, and you can start heading up the stairs.
To the left of my screen?
To the left of your screen. You can either drag your character, or you can move them with arrow keys when you select them.
Okay.
I was having some issues with collision on the stairs.
I thought I fixed that issue, but I can fix it later.
It's okay.
Error token collide.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's the thing that I was getting.
First of all, toggle to camera mode. Alright, if you open the door, here, I'll drag you through.
Thank you.
I apologize. The other maps should be easier to navigate.
Cool.
This one I had a little bit of... click on the little staircase icon.
Ah, that makes more sense.
And that will
Thank
send you
Oh
up.
no.
And if you keep doing that, you'll make it to the top floor.
Sweet.
Yeah, which floor are we going to again?
The top... You're at the right floor.
Okay, that
The one with Vivaldi.
Sure. Perfect. Yeah, all Lucian does is gives a very, like, overly exasperated sign, just walks up in silence.
Oh.
Like a moody teenager.
Like a moody teenager.
That he is.
No!
I probably just took a bow and waited politely at the entrance. Or at the side.
You can just click on the other one without having to move your character. It should just shoot you up. Oh, unless you're exploring. I can also just drag you guys all up there if you guys are not feeling exploring.
Oh yeah, that'd be fine. Honestly.
Alright.
Zasha, you would see Amraphel with a long metal rod that is hollow.
Yes.
Spinning it in the furnace in front of him. And as you walk around, he would kind of glance at you and go, "What?"
What are you doing?
Making vessels.
That's interesting. What do vessels do?
They are for the master's research.
That's so interesting. Are you having a nice day?
He just kind of like stares for a second and then goes, "I was."
Oh, well, that's good. Well, alright. I'm going upstairs.
Wait, I pass Zasha on the way down, and I go into Nick. Do you have a nickname or shortening that you would use among only the people you trust most for this
Probably
name?
like Raph.
All right, I just peek my head around the corner and say, "Raph, you never came up and got your usual. What are you doing down here?"
Upon hearing Lythra, he will actually pause and look up. I'm just need to finish.
I didn't mean to go up the stairs. Then what you working on over here? She's gonna walk over.
I'm so sorry. Here you go.
If I can avoid the token collection.
I'm so sorry.
You can see he has like an elongated vessel in the fire, and he's kind of like preheating it for something. This is a soul containment flask, I think. I have a custom print of runes that I need to imprint on it.
I kind of maybe a bit carelessly like pat him on the back. I'm like, yeah, you guys are so smart. I don't understand the first thing about all you're doing down here, but this looks really fancy, and I'm not making fun. I am impressed.
Kind of smile a little bit. Keep working.
I just point my I gotta smile at you. All right, hey, you know the big man called us, right?
Yes. He also requested this.
What?
The jar.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll see you up there then. And I give him a wink and I leave.
And now Amraphel is seriously distracted.
So, Amraphel, are you going to be staying down there, glass blowing?
Probably at least another 10 minutes, unless something interrupts me.
Alright. Well, Anansi will see people starting to make their way into his study. And he'll greet you all. Ah, yes, come on in. I have a request for all of you. You see, my latest research requires a specific component called Vivianite. Frey, oh, where's Frey?
Oh, he's doing magic shit downstairs. I think he's working on it for you. So don't be mad at
Oh,
him.
is he the one that's blowing the fun glass things?
I think he would call it that, yes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Anansi just kind of like smiles warmly at you and goes, yes, the fun glass things. No matter. Anyways, Frey should know the details of Vivianite. It was in a recent study book that I gave him. Hopefully he's read it. But, yes. From what I remember, there is a crypt beneath the old Dragonspear Castle. And I feel like that would be a ripe location for Vivianite growth, given the humid temperatures of the moor. It should be abandoned now, but, it should produce fantastic alchemical components.
Well, shit, alright. I'm guessing you need the muscle to do the job, right?
Yes. Frey will be the one to identify, and collect, and we'll need a couple extra hands to bring it back. Obviously, I will not send you without a exchange, as alchemy requires equivalent exchange. For your efforts, I will have Abe here prepare some potions for you for future use. And he gestures to, there's not a character token for this, he gestures to a old suit of armor that is mechanically lit up. And it just kind of waves a rusty arm. Feel free to prepare to head out. I would prefer that you leave at once. But I understand it is a bit of a ride to get there on foot or hoof instead of flying, so good luck! And I'll be here if you need me. And he turns back to his work and kind of just ignores you all.
Zasha turns and kind of pats Anansi on the back and goes, Well, I'm always happy to extend my hands. And all the hands that I have. Well, have a good day. As she turns to the rest of the party. Hi, my name is Zasha.
Hey, Zasha. I'm Lythra. A pleasure.
Nice to meet you. She just kind of stares blankly at the rest of them.
I'm looking at. I'm sorry. Is it Nyssara or Nyssara?
Nyssara.
Quick sidebar then. Do we know each other, Kieran? What do you think?
Probably. I've been around here for a while.
So
Yeah, I feel like we do.
In terms of you guys, everybody knows Frey. Frey has been here for a long time. You kind of don't know how long. Lythra joined about 5 years ago, according from what you said.
Yes.
Nyssara joined about 3 years ago. And Zasha joined about 6 to 8 months ago, give or take. Lucian is very new. He's only been here for about 2 months.
Before we move on, can we please get like a sound bar to play the Full Metal Alchemist like inner scene thing that they do between episodes?
Oh, Metal Alchemist.
Oh,
Metal Alchemist.
Because you dropped equivalent exchange and we've got a dude with a metal arm, so we're halfway there.
I think at this point the door would creak open. And you see Frey kind of shuffle in. There's a patch on his shirt, on his sleeve, that is currently smoldering.
Oh my god.
And he'll just kind of look around the room a couple times, not blinking with his pupilless eyes, and then just turn to Anansi. Present?
Anansi goes from ignoring all of you to pivoting around holding a mysterious gray bottle. And he goes, Frey! Yes! Come here. Please, I need you to try this potion. It is a giant strength potion that should also enable stone skin.
Jesus.
Of course.
He hands you the gray bottle.
I'll just kind of stare at it.
You need to drink it.
Oh, now.
Also, I realized I just called you Frey. Sorry, it's Amraphel.
It's fine.
It's Frey on all of my documents right now.
I know, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I know we just did this yesterday.
It's okay.
I say, and just immediately start chugging it.
Alright,
Hey boss, you bring enough to share with the class?
roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Chug.
What a great start.
First roll of the game.
Oh. I'm proficient.
Whoo! Alright, 23. So you feel a little bit of a heartburn sensation as the concoction goes down your throat. A bit of gas bubbles up and you burp, but you don't feel much different than before. You feel anything? Any heavy sensation? No matter.
A heartburn.
Heartburn, yes, okay. Maybe some wormwood I need to add to it. Oh, yes. And he, goes to his table and starts grabbing some more components. And just over his shoulder he goes, Amraphel, you know about the Vivianite, right? I need you and your friends here to go and gather it for me. I'm sure you know all about it, so chop. Thank you. You're dismissed.
I've never had friends before. Well, not human or humanoid-like friends. It's so nice to be friends with all of you.
I love her, oh my god.
Oh. Yeah.
Precious.
Same here, Zasha. My face is kind of mixed of all and all. Somewhere in between.
Nyssara is just very quiet, shaking her head a little bit, like frickin' humans. Basically non-snake people.
I was gonna say, there's only one human in this room.
True. people with emotions. Ugh.
I give her a be nice glare.
She tries to keep it to herself, but just shakes her head a little bit. Like, no, okay.
Alright. You guys all have the opportunity to prepare for traveling to the Dragonsphere Castle. The swampland is a bit rough to travel through the moor. So it will be approximately a 7 days journey if you don't prepare.
Well, we should probably do our war table thing.
And you guys don't have to go up and down the stairs and do all these things unless you really want to go specifically to that room. If you just tell me what you want to do, I can reduce things as needed.
Well, I would like to stop and go get Snoocar before we leave.
I'm never gonna say that name right.
What time of day is it? Are we looking at like leaving in the morning? Or are we going in like an hour? What's the...
So, yeah, I didn't have the time right. For some reason, the time isn't loading properly on this thing. But the sun is setting, so it's kind of dusk right now. So you guys could leave now, but you'd be traveling in the middle of the night.
I will look out the balcony and see that it's dusk and go, oh, perfect. The best time to travel.
The calendar isn't working. Oh well.
What if, just hear me out, what if we go in the morning and when y'all are done with your prep and stuff, you can come back to the crow and we can get a little toasty?
What does that mean?
Hun, I will show you. Don't worry, me and Celeste got you covered.
Okay, do you want to meet Snook?
You know what? I do. I actually do.
Oh, fantastic. They'll love you.
Amazing.
Amraphel will go from like a little excited to like a little sad. He's like, I suppose during the day.
Oh.
Well, would you like us to go at night? If that's easier for you, I don't see why not. Snoocar has incredible vision at night.
He'll kind of glance around and be like, no, that's not reasonable.
Well, okay then.
He'll just slide down the stairs.
I come after him. I make it up to you. I'll make you your special drink.
So are we prepping at the war room first, and then I can go to the stables, or are we just saying that's what's happening?
Yeah, we can say that's what's happening. If you guys want to role play in those rooms, I am fine with that. Basically, the things that you can do to prepare, you can do some research on what the hell type of thing he's asking you to get, so you know what it looks like. You can do preparations to reduce your time traveling in the war room, and then you can house your horses so that you may reduce your travel time. This is going to be a road that is kind of unpaved, an unpaved road through the moor. So it'll be a little tricky to travel through, but I've provided you guys with starting like 2 riding horses plus Snook. So some of you might have to share.
So Lucian would have basically just started immediately to prepping, like the travel stuff, like just silently walks down the stairs and just goes to the war room.
All right. Stoic.
Zasha sees shiny movement, and so she starts following Lucian.
I love it.
Oh boy. Extremely vulnerable to lanternfish.
Where is the war room? Which one is it?
It's the one that looks like a war room.
It will be one down from where Lucian is. Also, feel free to explore. I've made bedrooms for each and every one of you, specialized to your characters if you'd like to see them. I'm
my
just
God,
saying
that
that
rocks.
because Nick's in there right now for his.
Yep, gearing up.
And also, if you guys need any gear, I'm sure you can find some things within the tower.
Are the bedrooms labeled by any chance?
The bedrooms are not labeled, but I can tell you which ones are yours. Oh, you're on the right floor. It's the
Oh,
one
am
with
I?
the welcome sign in front of it.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Just want to look at it.
Wait, how do I get to the bedrooms?
Let's see.
Keep going downstairs.
Keep going downstairs.
Yeah.
One more.
Okay.
Well, where are you? Oh gosh. Yep. Go down the stairs one more time,
One more. Okay.
and then
Oh,
one more
again?
time.
One more time. Oh, no, I went up the stairs. Whoops-a-daisy. There we go.
So this is
Ah, there we are. Oh.
Your bedroom isn't on this floor, but it'll be on the next floor.
Okay, so I go down one more?
Yep.
Okay.
None of you can see this, but Lythra has a wine rack in her room and just like playing cards on the bed and an axe on the floor, and this is all extremely on point.
I'm glad it
got her.
worked.
I think I'm getting collide issues again.
Where are you?
Our DM's
Oh,
on.
you
point.
are not in the right spot.
Oh, that also explains it.
Whee!
Whee!
You are
Oh, there I am.
in this room.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
You know how to open doors?
Oh, I do now.
Okay.
I love it. Oh, it's the Disney princess room I always wanted.
I'm glad you guys like it. You guys will be coming back to this tower frequently, so I wanted to just put a lot of effort into this because you guys will be here a lot.
So Amraphel is going to prep his shit
Alright.
and get it packed and like in his room, and then he's gonna head up to the war room. Actually, probably up to the tavern to grab a drink, and then back down to the war room to plan.
Okay.
Hey, Ash,
Just to
is there a way-
update,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, just to update, Lucian's gonna go back to his room, grab his sword, and then I don't know if it would be in the war room, the armory, wherever there's a grindstone. He's just gonna start sharpening the sword.
Yeah, I mean that would probably be in the. I think there's one in the war room. I think I put one in the war room as like a little thing. No, I did not. But we can say there's one in the war room.
Perfect. Yeah.
I figured it out, but is there a way to like just move your character, pick a location and be like, hey, my token is going here instead of trying to draw a line? Because I feel like that'll help with the collision stuff.
I'm not sure. I can drag you there without any collision problems.
Yeah, I got where I needed to go with that one. I was just stuck in the stairway for a second.
I am so sorry. I will fix the stairway. I tried fixing it by deleting a couple of segments to try and open it up a little, but I guess it wasn't enough. But I will try to fix it for next time.
Oh no. I
It's all
keep
good.
accidentally hitting the go upstairs when I try to grab my token.
Oh, it's fine. You can also use the arrow keys to move your character, if that helps.
That I should probably go with that.
Oh yeah, the front
It'll
door
be-
is messed up.
Oh yeah, because it's not on the line.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My map maker kind of screwed me over. Alright, so the prep in the war room is kind of automatic. It's kind of, if you take the time to do it, you will get the benefit. As for studying the actual crystal itself that you're going to get, that will require a check. And for the stables, you just have to make sure the horses are going to sleep, which they're gonna go to sleep.
Oh, so Zasha is hanging out with Snook for a bit, kind of relaying the information and just making sure that they understand what's going on. And she gives him a pat and a little kiss on the forehead, and she starts making her way back up. And she also checked to confirm that the other horses were all set too. They were very pleased that they get to go exercise.
Snook sits down on his butt and tries to pick up the hay with his hooves and bring it to his mouth, and then realizes he can't really bend that way. And then he kind of huffs and goes and lays down and takes a nap.
I'm sorry, Snook. Here, I'll hand feed you. I know it's not easy being this way, but it's for everyone's best interest right now. And I pick up a big, full, handful of just hay and kind of shove it in Snook's mouth. And then I get ready to go.
He whinnies happily.
Yep. Yes, he does. Pat him on the head and make my way back. And kind of over my shoulder, I'm like, you'll have new friends that you get to meet soon! And then I make my way back to the war room.
What were the name of the ruins, Ash?
The name of the ruins are the Dragonspear Castle. Yeah, so I'm gonna activate the map if y'all don't mind. And zooming into this little character that is your party right here. You'll see that Dragonspear Castle is about a 7-day journey. If there's no prep. But because you guys are prepping with the war room, it would reduce to math 6 days, because it's rounded down.
Cool. Well, if anyone pops into the war room, you will find Amraphel in there, kind of holding out a hand towards the table with a 3D map of the region kind of hovering over the table, and he's holding a topographical map and adjusting the height of the terrain.
Oh, actually, 1, 2.
I guess Zasha walks in at that point, and she is just completely perplexed and enthralled with this display, and she's looking at all the different areas on the map.
Alright. So, are you guys all planning on taking the 3 horses with you and sharing mounts for 2 of them? A carriage would be
Absolutely.
a hard thing to travel going through the moor. Alright, so with horses reducing your travel time because they get to go a little bit faster, you guys will instead get to the castle in 4 days.
Ooh.
Cutting it down. Good shit.
What is the ore called?
It's kind of a crystal. It is called Vivianite. If you want to learn a little bit about it, you can do some research in your books by rolling a Arcana check.
I would love to.
Right. With a 19, you find that Vivianite is a crystal that grows on the mossy bodies of humanoids in moist conditions.
Ah. So corpses.
Corpses!
Fantastic.
Switching up the music a little bit. Do you guys want to talk anymore, roleplay a bit, or are you guys ready to go?
I'd love to do a bit of tavern roleplay, but if others are good, we can skip it.
Y'all
Well,
want?
I'd like to do tavern roleplay as well, and also I need to introduce people to Snook because otherwise he might be a little skittish.
Absolutely fine. I'm reactivating Stormspire for y'all. Also, I should just unlock Stormspire as something that you guys can navigate to as you want.
While it's loading, we could probably just like go with whatever roleplay
Yeah, you can start it up.
people need to do.
Yeah, fair.
I'm working the bar with Celeste.
Zasha's just excited to be around people, so she's gonna go up to the bar and ask for the tastiest drink I could possibly get.
Okay, don't tell Celeste that. Jesus. Okay, come here, Zasha.
Oh, I have the perfect thing for you. Just give me 1 second!
Oh,
Honey, we have
fantastic!
customers. Nyx and Finn are right there. Celeste, go on. Let me take care of my new friend.
But I got this thing called Goblin Grog. I swear it'll
Jesus.
be amazing. If you want to take them, okay. Finn, how do you feel about trying a new thing? Oh, sure, I guess.
Cackling watching that unfold, knowing I'm definitely aware of the crush Finn has on Celeste, and for the party's benefit, Celeste and I used to date, and we're on very good terms, but I find the whole thing hilarious. But I'll come down here with Zasha, and I'm gonna lean on the bar and say, Zasha, okay, I promise you, I don't mean to offend you when I ask this, but have you drank alcohol before?
Well, I guess that's a good question. I'm not really sure. Does alcohol occur naturally in the wild?
I look down at the bottles of wine, kind of wrinkle my brow for a second, and I'd say probably not. In that case,
Oh, I've drank sticky brown liquid. Does that count? It definitely made my stomach upset.
I exhale powerfully and slowly, and I'm like, no. But I can tell you what will not make your stomach hurt so much, and I'm just going to take out a beautifully light white wine from one of the regions, near the region that I came from, actually. It's light, breezy, and I pour a nice sized glass, slide it across, and try this on. It seems to fit your vibe.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much. I didn't know that I had a vibe. And Zasha takes like a big old swig of it. Wow, it's so smooth, and like there's no like particles or like little particulates. It's not dusty at all. This is fantastic. How'd you get the dirt out?
Sounds like I've cleared the high bar. I'm going to take that as a 5-star review. Listen, yeah, there's a whole process.
Wow.
If you want to try something else, though, I will be right back. You just enjoy that.
Sounds good. Have fun.
You too. And I'm gonna go over to the raft down here. Hey, sweetie, what can get you?
I am absolutely sitting at the bar with books open on the table and just flipping through shit and taking notes. And I peek up and I guess something classy?
I mean, for a classy gentleman, there is nothing better. Let me fix you something up.
Thank you.
I'm gonna make him like a very refined but ass-kicking strong, like an old-fashioned sort of thing, and with with like a smoked deal at the end. So I'm gonna get the fire going under the glass and put that together. And after seeing what he did to that potion upstairs, I'm kind of impressed. So I make him something really hard and see what happens. I'm just gonna slide that over.
All right. Amraphel, do you drink what she's given you?
I probably wouldn't even check it. I would just immediately take a gulp.
All right. Lythra, how strong did you make that?
I will say I'm not trying to prank him. It's
Yeah.
wrong, but by reasonable drink standards, I'd say it's like
A good
the equivalent of two
Okay.
beefy cocktails in one there.
Okay. So easy Constitution save for
Yeah.
buzziness. That means you know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You drink this. It kind of tingles a little going down, but not really a full burn like some of the other drinks that Celeste has made you try over the past couple of years. But it gives you a nice warm feeling, and there's some notes of dark chocolate and lavender in there. And it's very good.
It's a weird
Delicious,
old
and you don't really feel too much of a buzz from that.
He will just happily, quietly hum a single note, like,
That note did
doesn't
not
matter if it
come
didn't
through.
come through. And then he'll just kind of look up and give a rare smile. Teeth and everything.
I give a beaming smile back, and I just clap Celeste on the shoulder and say, "Listen, you can do your fancy tricks all you want, but you can't beat the master."
And upon seeing Celeste glance over, he will immediately stop smiling and hide his teeth and go back to his books.
Celeste kind of just pouts because she thought she saw a smile and goes, and she picks up a couple beers and starts making her way over to the table.
I'll give, before I go on to others, I'll give Raph a wink and say, "Don't worry, no one saw anything."
He's just kind of happily browsing.
Sasha's gonna finish. Oh,
Oh, I was gonna say, not to interrupt these wonderful 3 role players, but what are our other characters doing meanwhile?
So Lucian was wrapping up sharpening his swords, taking a couple swings at the practice dummies in there, and then was going to silently, basically, sneak into the tavern and kind of away from everybody, go up to the bar in the corner, off to the the side.
No sides are good.
Yeah, if he's reading a book, it's probably the least conversation.
Yeah, you sit down next to Amraphel, and you look over to Finn, the only other person that would probably talk to you, and Finn is kind of face down on the bar. Obviously very hammered. So you're safe. Nyssara, what are you doing right now?
I would probably also be down in the bar. Sorry, I probably should have put my character there.
No, that's okay. I can drag
Just
you over.
observing everyone else and their interactions, trying to see how this group is going to fit together. Yeah, and then I may as well come over and join them. But mostly just sip a cider or something and offer and try to read Amraphel's book upside down across the bar. Just to also get some kind of idea about the material that we're
Okay.
looking for.
Okay, roll me an Arcana check.
Without looking up at all, Amraphel will reach over and close a separate book to the side that may not be his spellbook, and he'll tuck it away.
Fair enough. 11.
Alright.
I am not the brightest bulb. I can try to be prepared.
The words are kinda a little hard to read upside down, but you do see a very detailed picture of a bog body with green crystals growing off of it. So the words are not there, but you see a picture.
Where are the crystals we're looking for on bodies?
Still kind of
That's-
scrolling. Yes, it's a crystal. It grows from once living sources.
Zasha's ears perk up, and she's like, "What kind of once living sources? Like animals, birds, fish, humans, elves, orcs, goblins, tieflings?" And she just starts listing any organic material. Trees, grass, shrubs. You know, I've seen dead shrubs before. Could it grow on once living shrubs? Is that a thing?
Mostly horses.
Oh! Well, that's interesting. She kind of quiets down.
Hey, hon, can I get you another drink? Tug to
Oh
Zasha.
no, I'm fantastic. Thank you so much. That one was so tasty and bubbly. I can't believe that I could basically see through it too. I don't know how you got rid of all that mud. All right, well, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go check in on Snook and the other horses. I didn't introduce myself to them, so I have to go make sure that they feel welcomed. If anyone wants to join me, please feel free to come on. I have to introduce you all so Snook doesn't get spooked. And she just kind of tapping her step, gets up, hops down, and makes her way to the stables.
I turned to Raph mostly horses? Really?
Absolutely smiling.
You see.
Hey, new guy. Drinking anything?
Oh.
Talking to Lucian.
Yeah, He's just kind of give a shrug, maybe. What do you got? Or, no, what do you recommend?
Oh, what do you recommend? Let's see. I'm internally debating for a second whether or not to unleash Celeste on him.
If you do, I have some ideas.
Goblin grog.
Yep. My inner demons get the better of me, and I call, hey, Celeste, this guy needs something.
She zips over to you. She's like, "Oh, yes, perfect, great. Okay, hold on." And she just starts grabbing a bunch of things. She grabs a very large bottle of what you recognize to be like dwarven whiskey, and you know dwarven whiskey is a very, very strong whiskey. And then mixes it in with a elven beer, which is a choice. And she grabs some cloves of garlic and starts chopping it up and putting it inside the shaker. As she completes it, she pours it into a clear glass, and you see that what pours out of there is blood red in color. She goes, "This is the Roaring Eagle Ale." I don't know why I named it that, but it's gonna be delicious. Here you go. She slides it over to Lucian.
He kind of gives it a quick glance and just kind of goes, oh, whatever, and drinks it.
Alright, I'd like you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I have to remember how to roll again.
Yeah, everybody gotta roll sometime.
I have to remember what buttons to click.
You just gotta click the word.
Okay, there we go. I was hovering over everything but the word. And is it check or saving throw?
Saving throw.
Hmm.
Alright. With the 17, you feel invigorated. You kind of feel at the beginning a very harsh burn going down your throat. But as it settles and the burn goes away, you kind of feel a little tingly in your skin, and the warmth of the tavern doesn't feel as like warm and sweltering anymore. And the drink she has made gives you fire resistance for the next 16 hours.
Huh.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna look at her and be like, damn, that shit looked kind of good. well done in that one.
I have to write this down then. Oh my goodness. And she like pulls out a giant binder with a bunch of tabs that say pukes, passes out, got wings, like a whole bunch of different side effects and tabs, and she just kind of flips over. So how are you feeling? Are you seem okay. Okay, so definitely didn't make him pass out. And she starts writing down her recipe.
While people are mulling about, I'm jealous, so I'm just gonna make myself a little special, which is a double shot of tequila, a bunch of lime juice, and some extremely spicy extract in there, just whipped up and down it.
Nice.
It's the Vengeance Paladin special.
Gotta feel something inside.
Alright. Since it is 9:30, how do you guys feel about wrapping up a little introduction to Snook and then heading on our way?
Sure.
That's great.
Yeah.
Big Gibby.
Okay. Who wants to go say hi to Snook?
Oh, I said I would. Lythra will definitely go.
Alright. I'm gonna be dragging you guys, and it's gonna be very, jarring.
Okay. I'll go.
Warp speed.
I'll hang around the entrance.
Whee!
Or does it don't like snakes?
Lucian wouldn't go unless someone gets on his ass about it.
Does anyone get on his ass about it?
Fuck no.
Alright. Nick, do you
Oh
go?
no, Lythra absolutely does. Lythra's not.
Alright, so
Will
after
not
constant,
tolerate.
like, pestering, I'm just gonna, he goes, I'm assuming you're just not gonna take no for an answer and reluctantly go.
Correct.
Whee! Amraphel, do you head over?
I'm gonna say no.
Alright. That is okay. So the three of you join Zasha at the stables. You see Snook is getting hand-fed hay, and the other 2 horses are just kind of nibbling at little piles, drinking water, and kind of not making much notice.
And Zasha is just kind of petting Snook, and she's very excited. And she's having a conversation with the horses. Understanding, like, I asked them what their names are, what they like, what they dislike. And I don't see other people come in because I'm with my friends right now.
Lythra will gently walk up and be like, will you introduce me?
Oh, hi! Thank you so much for coming. This is Snoocar, and I present this horse that looks exactly like the picture.
I do a little bow and say, Snook, a pleasure. My name is Lythra.
He kind of clacks his little teeth at you.
Oh, that's a good
Take
sign.
that as a compliment.
Yes, that is a very good sign. Look, he can even do tricks. All right, Snook, stand.
This horse literally just stands up on his little hind
Whoa.
legs, and just kind of like, his arms can't really bend like normal arms, but he kind of like throws one arm up and down like he's waving.
Good job, Snook. All right, I'll
You're
make sure I'll
nearly
get you some
back.
extra ripe hay.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Whoa. Impressed and unsettled at the same time, yeah.
Snook, go pillage. And I kind of tell Snook to go and go find some stuff.
Snook
Hot
runs and
horse?
clears this fence and just goes and runs off for a little bit.
I thought he just
Really?
Kool-Aided through the wall.
Oh no, it's a fence.
Well, that's Snook. He seems to like you all. He's not really picky, though. He likes a lot of things. He likes rotten apples. He likes regular apples. He likes toast. He likes moldy bread. And Zasha starts incessantly labeling a bunch of different things that Snook will eat. And you kind of realize that Snook will basically eat anything that is provided to Snook.
Okay, it's getting more questionable by the moment.
There's a lot to unpack about this horse, actually, yeah.
Holy
Well,
shit.
All right,
Zasha,
they're a trash can.
Quite a
Good enough.
horse.
Snook comes back and jumps over, and in his mouth, he kind of opens up his mouth and a bunch of things drop. One of it is a necklace that definitely belongs to one of the housekeepers, and then another one is a half-eaten apple.
Snook, what did I tell you about taking the valuables of our friends? Okay, I know it's shiny, and it's really pretty, but we have to return this at some point.
What do you think pillage means?
Snook grabs the amulet with his teeth and then just starts playing keep away with you.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, for reasons I won't say to everyone else, would Lucian actually get that this horse is weird?
Roll me is it a nature check?
Yeah, probably.
That's a check that you can do, right? Yeah, nature
Yeah.
check. With a 6, there wasn't a lot of horses where you were, before this. So you kind of don't know their mannerisms. It's a little funky, and you kind of look at the other horses like, why aren't they doing the same thing? But you shrug and go, well, maybe this horse is just like the owner.
And Zasha turns to Snook and is kind of like playing with him for a bit, but then finally she kind of gets a little fed up and she's like, "Alright, Snoocar, you better give me that amulet right now, or I swear to God I will tear you apart at the seams."
It just drops it.
Thank you, sweetie. And I pick it up and put it in my pocket.
Alright.
I'm gonna turn to Zasha quickly and just say, hey, I hate to do this. I don't like my job, but as a member of the guard, I do kind of have to return that. Can you give me that amulet? I do know who it belongs to, and they're gonna give me hell if I don't.
Oh, really? Oh, perfect. That makes my time so much easier. You know, it's so hard to meet new people because they walk away whenever I start talking, and I'm just so excited to talk to people, and usually they just ignore me because, apparently I just seem like a lot, and yeah, if you could find the person to give the amulet back to, that would be really helpful. I think that would be fantastic if you could do that. That'd be really kind. You're such a good friend. I'm so appreciative of all the things that you're able to do now. And Snook really likes you too. It's really, really fantastic that Snook really likes and trusts you.
I think you're a delight, and I'm, how do I put this? I'm glad Snook likes me. I just saw some things that I need to process for a little while, but thank you for this. I'm gonna go return it so I don't get a complaint, but a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Snook. Keep doing the thing you do. And I'm gonna leave.
Whatever the fuck that may be.
I love this. Lythra, do you return it immediately, or do you, like, pocket it and keep it for a little bit?
I actually do return it. No, that'd be very funny if I just kept it.
Alright. You know that it belongs to a human housekeeper named Alara. And she thanks you graciously, and she goes, "How did you... I thought it was... thank you."
She may or may not have a gun.
Ignore the
And there was a
gun.
real part of me that went and did that because I was
Also,
like, I don't know what the status of the body is of whoever that horse got this necklace from if they were wearing it before, so I need to go do a wellness check.
for those of you who don't know, Alara's picture has a gun, and my thing just says ignore the gun.
Oh my god, that's
Thank
amazing.
you.
We don't ignore the gun.
What the fuck? This is great.
Alright.
So Ash, are we looking at 5 days?
We are looking at 4 days of travel.
4 days, thank you.
And with Snook's introduction out of the way, I believe we can start making our way downtown. And by downtown, I mean down to the ruins. So, you wake up the next day, stretch, do your breakfast thing, and look outside, and it is raining out. You kind of look at it, sigh, and get ready to go. Horses. If you guys are riding horses, who's riding which horse? Because we only have 3 at the moment.
Wait, are we doubling up?
Some of you will need to double up.
Okay, so we can all fit.
I would say a horse could fit 2 people, unless you're large. I'm just gonna say that for simplicity's sake.
Well, if Lucian is huge, then he should get his own, because, you know.
Who wants to ride with Snook? And me. I'll be riding on Snook.
I'm staying away from that horse.
Before that gets decided, I'm gonna call to Raph and be like, "Hey, buddy, you wanna, riding back here?"
Absolutely, please, thank you.
Alright. So, Nyssara, you see Lucian go on to one of the horses. You see Lythra and Amraphel just jump on another horse really quickly. And you see Zasha sitting on Snook, waving at you excitedly.
I'm giving Nyssara the most shit-eating grin right now.
She's doing her best not to bare her fangs.
You're quiet. I'll try and stay quiet on the ride so I don't irritate you. I've been told that I can be irritating sometimes, so I know that's kind of overwhelming. So I'll try my best to be quiet, okay?
I'm just concerned about the horse that knows the command Pillage?
Oh, well, he's just that spectacular of a being. I mean, it's Sukarokana. What can I say?
Spectacular is one word for it.
Yeah, they are spectacular.
Uh-huh. And I will get on the horse and look very uncomfortable.
Cheer up, you're on the Wonder Horse.
The Wonder Horse, the Pillage Horse. Alright, so, as you make your way down to Dragonspear Castle, you know, just from generally looking at the map, that you really just have to follow the edge of the High Moor. You don't have to go that deeply into it, and you will eventually make your way to the ruins. But of course, as you're walking and trudging a little bit more into the moor, you hear the sounds of chirping frogs and other swampland creatures around you. It's very lively. The droplets of the rain masks the splashes of the fish and the frogs a little bit, but it does not impede your travel. Who's leading the charge in navigating south?
Who has the most survival?
Survival. I'm only +1.
I'm a +5.
I think you beat me.
It's gonna be you.
Wow,
That's pretty good.
I can't believe the ranger is not the one.
I'm the sneaky one. We have a druid.
Yeah, Zasha is super excited that people are listening to her and like following her. So she's leading the way.
All right.
Meanwhile, we're really just side-eyeing the horse nervously.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry, guys. I know these forests like the back of my hand.
Roll
That's
me
not
a
a fucking
survival
horse, I
check.
swear. I swear to God, that's something else.
12.
That's fine.
Right. With a 12, you get lost. No, I'm kidding. No, you travel just fine along the way. Maybe some things distract you here and there, but you generally go on the right path. And as you near the end of the day, you realize that it's still raining and you need to get cover for nighttime.
All right, friends, I think we should probably stop here for the night. That way we can rest. Does that sound good?
Oh, by all means. I'm tired.
Did we get to a place with cover?
There are trees scattered about the high moor. It's very sparse, but some of the trees can provide cover. You might just have to be spaced out a little. Also, if you have tents, that fixes the problem. But if you don't have tents, then
Zasha just like hops off Snook and climbs up a tree and kind of snuggles herself in between the branches. And she is just like at home, super happy.
already.
If you look around, Raph is definitely missing.
Where'd you go?
Raph?
I was just with you.
Why is he missing?
Let me look with my special eyes for him first before I call out.
The special eye.
Would I use perception or something else?
Yeah.
I mean, do you
Maybe
have...
insight. I don't know.
I mean, you
Kinda
might
wanna know.
have super special things. What level does Paladin get? stuff.
Oh. Well, I have the.
Mine sounds like later.
No, I have Divine Sense.
Oh, okay, then yeah, that should be.
Yeah.
It's a fucking.
Yeah. Are you? Do you qualify for that?
You don't know.
I
Um.
think it does.
I think you
Well,
would.
fuck it. We ball. I'm gonna burn one.
Hell
Do I
yeah.
get anything from that?
You get a distinct ping of undead from 30 feet above you.
I
It's full on just like standing on a tree branch, like 30 feet in the air.
Excessive.
So I had a moment where I went into like a deep combat stance and like put my arm out for people to get down, and I look up. I'm like, what? What? Raph, what the fuck? Why are you up in the tree?
Now I'm trying to remember if I have a feature that lets me get down easily.
Do you need help?
It doesn't.
I don't think I do. I think I'm stuck up here.
Oh, it's like a cat. Oh boy.
I would love to see you get down now.
Oh, do you need help? Snoocar Okanuk can help.
Oh god, please no.
I want to see that.
Yeah, nope. This is the
Snooker
solution
Okanub
for sure.
starts pawing his little hooves on the the tree, and tries to climb up, but it can't. It's a horse.
Raffles just start climbing down on his own before Snooky the horse can come after him.
And I'm spotting you. I'll catch you if you fall, big man.
I don't know, I feel like you can make it down.
I don't know. Let's see you roll for it.
It's if the DM makes me.
For what?
Do I need to make a check to slide down the tree?
Yeah. Make me an acrobatics check.
I did do this to myself.
No one's rolled a 1 yet.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, no.
Thank God.
God damn it.
I want someone to roll a 1 at some point.
I know.
Yeah, you get down the
Alright.
tree. It's what you were like. How many feet up were you?
Like 30 feet up?
That would be 3d6.
You might fall on your bum a little and get a little dirty, but you made it down. Now,
You could reduce it by like 10 feet. That check, I assume. So at least 2d6. But
uh,
I'm not gonna ask any questions.
in terms of long resting, so you guys find some trees to hide under, to shelter from the rain. Do you guys set up a fire in the or a campfire?
Yeah, for sure.
Alrighty.
I guess, yeah.
Well,
are
is
these-
it the best idea to light a
dangerous?
fire at night?
Seems like a terrible idea, but who knows?
I mean, I think we'd know, right? Like, is this like any notably dangerous area, or are we close enough to where we are that it's kind of like average, like nothing particularly scary?
Roll me a nature check.
Ooh, -1.
Hey,
See a low roll.
there's that one you were talking about.
Guys, it's so
No
safe.
It's
way.
so great here. You've heard that the high moor is like hot and humid, but like there has to be some good like swimming waters around, and like you never heard of any like deaths or anything, so like it should be fine.
Good swimming waters, no.
Nyssara, the high moor gets scarier the deeper you go into it.
There's bad shit here. We probably shouldn't light a fire.
And now
we
I
might
will
be
attempt.
safe here, but further in we definitely will not be.
Yeah, I think it's probably best for us not to exactly give away our position right now. That wouldn't be the brightest idea.
I kind of want to just try to gaslight Nyssara for my own pride, but fair
I'm
enough.
like, I don't give a shit about pride.
Gaslight,
Yes.
gatekeep, girl boss.
Gaslighting isn't real.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Okay, well, I guess we'll have uncooked food. You all chose this. But I will take out my mini keg that I brought with me and I say, alright, listen, this is the good shit. This is 110 proof aged bourbon. Packed it because low in volume, high in kick. I'm gonna get in on this, but please let me know if you'd like some. Brought plenty.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, Lucian, as the sun sets more and more, you can't see shit.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, everyone's talking about Line of Fire. I'm like, I'm the one without dark vision, having to just fucking go with it.
Lucian just sat in the corner like, I can't see fucking shit.
Lucian would have just been found a tree and just like been propped up against it, sitting there the whole time.
You can
Sorry,
hear
buddy.
your friends near you. You know they're there and still alive. You can't see shit. So,
Definitely passing
if-
the bourbon then.
I will say, so if the party is kind of like settling in for the night, I am gonna kind of climb down from the tree for a moment and whisper to Snook, and he's gonna run off into the forest.
all right. He leaves you all. And we'll see.
And
if he comes back.
he'll come back. He'll come back later. Just I sent him off. I said something, but I'll chat you, Ashley, so then you know what I said.
Pillage.
I will say, Lucian would definitely notice Raph's eyes because they kind of glow a little.
All right, you see some glowing orbs.
Occasionally, just a set of glowing eyes.
I think the first time he sees it, he's just gonna go, "Is that one of you, or am I gonna have to start getting savvy?"
That's me.
All right.
That's us. I think mine do too. I got bright glowing eyes.
We do have the same color eyes.
Does anybody?
Yeah, we do.
During this nighttime excursion, does anybody keep watch?
I'll take a watch.
I would,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I probably wouldn't go to sleep for a while.
Yeah, I'll take first watch because I'm gonna want to stay up, have some bourbon, and hang out, and then crash when someone can take it over.
I will probably be up for the first two, and then go to bed around the third watch.
All right. Zasha, Nyssara, Lucian. I guess Lucian. It's really dark.
it's useless for me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Zasha gets Zasha does trance, so she only needs to sleep for 4 hours. So or trance for 4 hours or whatever. So she'll do that and take second watch.
And Nyssara, do you want to take third watch? I don't know how many watches there are in a night.
That sounds good.
3 sounds good.
Usually it's 3.
Yeah, we'll say 3. All right. Lythra and Amraphel. I need to keep fucking remembering it's not Frey. Why don't you both roll me perception checks?
Yay, perception checks I don't have disadvantage on.
Oh, you got it.
Amraphel, out of the corner of your eye, you see in one of the shallow ponds that surround, the drier parts of the swamp, a little splash of something with scales. And It's just a single splash and then silence.
When he sees the scales and the splash, he'll just pivot and like very quickly he just has a big ass revolver in his hand.
Hellboy.
There's like a little iguana that climbed up onto a rock in the middle of the little water patch.
I'll just kind of stare at it for a second. Is it sketchy?
It's just staring at you too.
I'm watching this in terror because I did not notice that. Absolutely not. So I just
yeah,
see.
Lythra, with your 8, you're just kind of looking around like, oh, it's beautiful out, drinking your drink, and just,
I turn around and look. Whoa, whoa, whoa! And I look over and I'm like, man, that's an iguana. Slow down there.
Raph quietly just blink, motherfucker.
It's just staring at you too. Frozen on the rock.
I'm so tempted.
I look over the iguana and say, "Come on now, go back to your family. He will do it."
Roll me an animal handling check? You start to talk to it, and it gets scared and just jumps right back into the water.
I was kind of, holster my shit under my cloak and go back to leaning against a tree or something.
Alright. First watch goes great.
It sure did.
If that's what going great looks like, then I don't know.
Second watch. Zasha, and I guess Amraphel, you're still up?
Yeah, I'm still up.
Please make me perception checks. And after this, we will end for the night, because I see it is 10 o'clock.
Ah, man, it's
Beautiful.
got peepers.
And Raphael sees all.
God's gift to mankind.
I see some.
Alright.
Oh wait, Ashley, can you deafen everyone else except for Amraphel?
Oh, hold on.
Or everyone
Hold
else
on.
just deafen yourself.
I can just do this.
Ah, there we go.
Boom. We're in a private chat. What's up?
Yes. Oh no, I was gonna say, since he got a nat 20 on perception, and did you see what I messaged you?
Oh, I didn't, because I've been pretty busy doing...
Oh, no, it's all good. It's all good. Basically, I'm assuming because of his perception roll and what I told you, he gets to find out. Who is this? Who is default him?
Yeah, what the fuck?
What? I was gonna ask if you had 2 or 3, but I'm guessing you have 3
Oh, I have 2.
total.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here! This is my campaign!
Yeah, we're playing
Oh.
D&D. I'll talk to you in a minute.
Oh, sorry.
Buddy.
Bye.
Okay, that was okay.
That's so funny.
Anyways, do you want to say the secret, or do you want me to tell the secret?
Oh, I can tell the secret. I just wanted to confirm with you if that was reasonable, especially because he rolled a nat 20.
It is your secret. If that's what you want the nat 20 to turn out to be, that is what the nat 20 turns out to be.
He's like, this is the weirdest fucking shit I've ever seen.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's head back to the group.
Yep.
You're alive!
We're back.
We're
We're live. So, y'all don't get to hear about one of the nat 20 things that happen.
Oh, that's fun.
But with the other natural 20, or not the other natural 20, the other thing I was going to say for the nat 20, Amraphel, you hear another splash coming from a different direction in another puddle or pond.
I will be more careful this time and eye it out before I you know,
Shoot it.
before I fucking
So, anyways, I started blasting.
yeah, before I square up on it. So I'll kind of like lean around my tree or whatever and take a peek.
You see what looks like the iguana a little bit. It's scaly. It's bigger. And it's creeping towards one of the horses.
I swing my shit out and I pull the trigger.
Alright. We will end there. But
Bold.
just letting you know, you start shooting a crocodile. And he has some friends.
Well,
Is everyone else seeing like a map with stuff?
yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Lucian.
I know I'm not supposed to see anything. I just want to make sure everyone else is seeing something.
I wish I had the light cantrip for you.
There,
I know,
there's
I was actually just checking.
What I will say is, as soon as that gun shoots off, Lucian basically kips up from like lying down, and you'll see his arm, his robot arm, like the underside of the forearm opens up and like spins around and forms a shield.
Cool.
that's
I
pretty
will
cool.
say-
Rocks.
My
Very
weapon
cool.
My weapon is a good way to, you know, wake everybody up.
Yeah, everybody wakes up with a start. As these crocodiles are closing in and trying to take a snack out of some of the horses. And that is where we will end our first session. Sorry there was no
Nice.
combat. We took a long time with the roleplay. But I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, that was fun as heck.
It was a lot of